Good evening, this is Jeremy Buckles with an update on the winter storm that's expected to impact the area late tonight into Saturday morning. Currently, we can see precipitation back through middle and western Tennessee. Across East Tennessee right now, mostly dry, starting to see a few rain showers pop up across the region. If you take a look at the current winds and the dew points, you can actually see the cold front extending kind of through portions of East Tennessee near Anderson County, Scott, Campbell, down across the Cumberland Plateau, and extending southwestward down into Alabama and Mississippi. Behind this cold front, much drier and cooler air is moving eastward towards our region, and this cold air and the precipitation will move into the area later tonight. So the key points I wanted to highlight was that, of course, the rain is going to move in tonight. It will change to snow late tonight and early on Saturday morning. One of the really key takeaways from this briefing is that heavy snow rates are expected on Saturday morning. So it's not just the overall snowfall totals, because we've had very warm temperatures here recently. Some of the snow early on will melt, but the heavy snow rates are going to be heavy enough to overcome a lot of that melting and still result in some significant snowfall accumulations across the region. Especially when the snow is really coming down very heavy early on Saturday morning. This may result in some hazardous travel conditions, so make sure you check the road conditions if you have to go out on Saturday. If you don't have to travel, please just stay at home. Strong wind gusts are also expected along with the snow tonight. Gusts of 25 up to 35 miles an hour are possible. The higher winds are likely to stay mainly across the higher elevations, but it's still going to be breezy even in the valley tonight. And with those winds and the wet, heavy snow, we could have some downed trees and power outages across the area, so please keep that in mind. Now, the heavy snow begins to taper off kind of mid-morning on Saturday, with light snow and flurries continuing through the afternoon. However, most of the accumulating snow should be moving out on kind of mid-morning Saturday. Any kind of lingering snow that accumulates is probably going to be limited to the higher elevations. Now, in addition to the snow, we're going to have very cold air moving in. Temperatures are going to be about 30 degrees below normal for this time of year, along with near record cold temperatures by Sunday morning. So keep that in mind. If you've kind of de-winterized your house, started to open up the vents to the crawl space, it may be a good chance and time to remind yourself to go and make sure you have everything insulated appropriately to prevent any kind of pipes freezing on Sunday morning. In addition, refreezing moisture, so any snow that kind of melts on Saturday afternoon, we expect it to refreeze and result into some potentially patchy black ice Saturday night and Sunday morning. So keep that in mind if you're going to be traveling across the area on Saturday night or Sunday morning. Now, the timeline for the rain to snow transition is going to be tonight, starting around midnight to 1 a.m. and progressing eastward through the night to where we're all snow across the entire area by around 4 to 5 a.m. I just wanted to kind of show you a couple of features of why are we getting this heavy snow. We're going to have this very heavy snow band. It's really due to this upper jet structure. We have one upper level jet, which is basically the strong winds high above the surface up here across the Ohio Valley, a secondary upper jet across the lower Mississippi Valley, and that's placing our region in an area of really strong upper level divergence. So the winds are diverging across our area, which results in really strong lift, and that really strong lift strengthens the mid-level front across our area and really enhances the precipitation rates across our region as well. This is just another look at that. We have that mid-level front that's going to be moving eastward across the area. This purple down here in the lower left is some of that mid-level instability, which is just going to result in some of that banding of snow and some of those bands of heavier snow rates. So for that reason, we have a winter storm warning pretty much across the entire area. We do have an advisory down here in southwest North Carolina, but significant snow accumulations are expected across the warning area, which is going to result in that hazardous travel on Saturday morning, as well as the potential for some localized power outages. Our official snowfall forecast has about 3 to 6 inches across the entire area, some locally higher amounts across the higher elevations. Now, this is the most likely snowfall, is that 3 to 6 inches for most of the area. However, I wanted to show you a couple of the probability graphics that kind of highlight some potential low-end and high-end snowfall totals. So this is the low-end snow amounts. Looking at this probability-wise means we have a 90% chance or greater of seeing this much snow or greater across the area. So expect to at least see 1 to 3 inches across the area. That's if this event busts, you should still see around this much snow. These are high-end amounts. These are not likely. There's only a 10% chance of this much snow or greater. But if a band of that snow, I was talking about the snow bands, if it sets up just right across the area, some localized areas could see amounts approaching these values. So once again, just wanted to highlight the heavy snow rates will be a potential, really a potential disruptor of travel on Saturday morning, and will probably lead to some dangerous road conditions, especially when that snow is really coming down, really heavy, those big wet snowflakes early on Saturday morning. Please continue to monitor the forecast for updates through the night and early on Saturday morning. Check road conditions if you have to travel, but avoid travel if at all possible. In addition, the windy conditions could lead to some downed trees and power outages across the region, especially in those higher elevation locations. And with this being kind of that heavy wet snow that can really accumulate on trees, this could kind of enhance those downed tree and power outage problems. Of course, near record cold air is expected Saturday through Sunday. Going to have those near record lows on Saturday night into Sunday morning, with black ice possible Saturday night and Sunday morning from any refreezing moisture on area roads. Now, it's important that we need your snowfall reports. If you're able to get us snowfall reports, we greatly appreciate that. So wanted to give this information to you to understand how to measure snowfall. You want to measure snowfall on a flat object away from obstructions. So use like a snowboard, on your deck, any kind of flat object. The key is do not measure snow in the grass. We want to know the depth of the snow, not the depth of the snow and the air/grass underneath the snow. So make sure it's on a flat object, and you can report that to us on our website. We'll have a link where you can report that on the top of our website at weather.gov/MRX. And of course, early in the morning, if you are planning on traveling, you can dial 511 for in-state road conditions. Just please, if you don't have to travel, it's a great day to stay off the roads and stay at home. Once again, thank you all. Please stay safe. Don't travel if you don't have to, and continue to check out forecast updates, latest watches, warnings, advisories from us at weather.gov/MRX. You can also follow us on social media on Facebook and Twitter, and occasionally we'll be posting some updates on YouTube. But definitely follow us on Facebook and Twitter for those frequent weather updates. Appreciate it. Have a good night.